Hello, everybody. I'm Rob,
I'm Piper.
and this is another very special episode of Piper's Notes. We have one of our most favorite people in the world. Those of you who know us know that we are in the NWA family, hashtag NWA fam. And you cannot talk about the NWA family without speaking about the great Gary Horne, who runs the This Is the NWA podcast and the Psychotronic Film podcast. And so it's my pleasure to introduce the great Gary Horne. How you doing, Gary?
Man, that was a lot of build-up for me feeling like the fanboy coming on here for the Stinson family. Like, I am super excited. I wanted to get like a picture of you guys and like blow it up into a poster, like of your question mark outfits and stuff like that. But no, I am a huge fan of Piper's Notes. This is special for me. This is exciting.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that the wellspring of Piper's Notes actually came from Gary Horne and his family, his wife Jennifer, Jenny. We would watch the NWA Power Post show, and every now and again, Gary would drop in a hashtag Jenny's Notes. And I don't know why I guess you could probably get us for intellectual property infringement, but we're just like, you know what? Let's start a little channel and call it Piper's Notes. And so Gary is actually and Jenny are the inspiration behind this whole project that we started.
That's really sweet. Yeah, she watched your last one with me just earlier today. We were she was over at her mom's and she's like, "What are you doing today?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm going to do this one thing from this Piper's Notes." And so I showed it to her on YouTube, and she was like, "That's like the Jenny's Notes thing." And I was like, "Well, actually, I think that's where it came from." And she's like, "I'm going to sue him." Like, well, you didn't make it up, first of all. And, no. She's excited. She thinks it's really cool too. She enjoyed the Wrestling Days one. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to live up to that. He's a super funny guy. So, but
hey man,
I don't know. You guys.
We just like hanging out with a bunch of people, man, and just looking at some good music videos, listening to some good rock and roll along the way. And Piper, she's got excellent music taste.
Yeah.
What are some of the things you like to listen to?
I like opera music, or like basically Phantom of the Opera. And I like Broadway music. I like hip hop, which means Hamilton.
So you're a theater kid.
Yeah, I guess.
I said it like a true redneck. You guys are from Georgia. I said theater. But I always get my wife makes fun of for that too. Theater. I was totally into theater like my whole life. Like I went to school on a musical scholarship to like do stage stuff.
Wow.
And so yeah. So I was in the illegal production of Les Mis and stuff like that. So yeah, I love that stuff.
That's awesome. It's amazing how pro wrestling, the kind of crowd that it's attracted to. You've got people from all across the spectrum, but I've always been impressed that at the heart of pro wrestling, you've got a very, very, very academically bent, very intelligent audience. Even some of the wrestlers themselves, you think of like Raven or Josephus or Mick Foley, they are brilliant people. And then a lot of the fans that we come into contact with, I think of like Dawn of Wrestling, these are highly intelligent people, very sophisticated. And I've always kind of told Piper and Tanya, my wife, it's like, wrestling is, it is like the modern day medieval passion play, the morality plays of medieval times. It's the same thing. It's the same storytelling, mythology, theology, philosophy. It all comes together. Pop culture, everything. We love it, So
it's super exciting to see that because wrestling definitely has like a reputation for lack of a better term, like being this like super redneck sport or something, and like and people have this assumption of everybody that's involved. But you go to one of the events, it's like a diverse group of people, and a lot of people would be into theater. A lot of the wrestlers would be into that kind of thing, and even like I just had Mae Valentine on This Is the NWA as an interview, and if you listen to that, like she's super interesting person, like just from Brazil, like wrote a best-selling book at 17 years old, and
playwright,
then became a journalist.
Journalist, a future Piper's Notes guest. We're hoping.
Oh, nice. Oh, she would be great. Yeah, well, she knows a lot about music. I mean, she was a music journalist, and she's a super talented person. But yeah, just a really cool person to talk to. And you would never guess it. She's in the wrestling business just because of seeing people like Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, like, and thinking these are empowered, strong, just cool women, you know. And then she's just like, I think I would feel empowered if I was in there just kicking butt, you know, as a wrestler. And that's just, I don't know. It's not the stories you'd expect, and those are always my favorite, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, we listen to the podcast, man. We love it. And I've not listened to the May Valentine one yet, but that's next on the queue. But what we're here to do today is to listen to an epic song, one of the great rock songs. I guess we call it rock. Really, it'd be more alternative or new wave. I think that Piper's never seen this, although she loves the band, and I don't know if you've seen this or not before. But what we're going to be watching today and reacting to is the iconic video by the great band Depeche Mode, a 2020 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, and we're going to look at the video, Enjoy the Silence.
Nice. That's exciting. Piper, you go around listening to Depeche Mode?
Maybe. Usually when I'm with Dad, we listen to Depeche Mode.
Okay. Yeah, that's just a broad thing. I've seen you talk about, like, Amanda Palmer and stuff like that, and that's cool stuff. And yeah, I don't know, Depeche Mode. That's weird. You know, our president of the NWA, Billy Corgan with the Smashing Pumpkins, they do a cover of a Depeche Mode song, "Never Let Me Down Again." It's one of their songs, and they do a really cool cover of that. So I think Mr. Corgan's a fan of Depeche Mode.
Well, we've got a video circulating somewhere that we put out where we're talking about our 5 greatest songwriters in the history of the English language, and Piper cites both Amanda Palmer and Billy Corgan and Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yeah, go ahead. Who?
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
This is Piper's notes, not Daddy's notes. So.
I really like Andrew Lloyd Webber's. My favorite is Phantom of the Opera, and that's my favorite musical of all time. Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote that, and so.
Well, next time I'm on Piper's Notes, we'll just do like a scene from Phantom of the Opera or something. We'll just sing it. Yeah, you want to do that?
Hashtag Gary's Notes.
Terrible on my part. I will blow it, but I'm sure you're great. So I'm willing to do it.
Well, cool. All right, well, let's look at this video. I'm going to do a little quick 3, 2, 1 countdown. I'll do 3, 2, 1, and then we'll hit it. All right. Here we go.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And well-dressed gentlemen here. Look at Martin Gorski.
Already they're not practicing social distancing, so this is an issue.
This will not fly today.
See, they're dying.
Boom!
Oh, that's what's happening.
What?
Look at that.
I didn't even think about
This is
that.
a public service announcement for coronavirus.
Holy cow! It's King Corbin.
There.
I never thought that David Gahan of Depeche Mode would resemble a pro wrestler, but look at him. And he is.
No, he looks like King George III.
From Hamilton. Yeah, he does. He has an uncanny resemblance to King Corbin. I never put the 2 and 2 together. But he is social distancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really, he's nailing it.
We're encouraged to go out into the open spaces, and that's exactly what he's doing. Look, so he's peering over Loch Ness or something.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks like he's wanting to get some sun, but he's completely getting it wrong. Well,
if he's in the Queen's country, he's got about a month to do that. The rest of the year is miserable. My wife's actually a native-born Brit, born in Ipswich, England.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Does she have an accent?
No. She's been here for since she was about 4 or 5. So all that's been trained out of her. Man,
It looks like he's just on a mission to find out the best place to sunbathe. Where do I go? I don't
Poor
understand.
dude.
I can't
He
find the
just
sun.
can't find a place. It's so sad.
They go under the shade of the tree here.
This
Well,
is good.
if he's trying to sunbathe, why has he got the big robe on?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's wearing a
That's his
huge
problem.
robe.
That's his
And,
problem. He just needs to take that off. Guys, social distance.
Congrats, you found the one tree in that field, and you decided to sit under it. That's completely defeating the purpose.
There was a time when this look was in style, man. The t-shirt, leather jacket. Every now and again, someone would throw a necktie on there.
What's happening here? Are
Day
these
by
guys
day,
wanting to
he's
beat up this
finding
other
a new
guy
place.
because of how he's dressed?
Day by day, he's finding a new place to stay.
Don't do it, Dave. Don't do it. There you go. Back off the edge.
Wrong neighborhood, King.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, this is not where I would go. I would pee my pants. This looks like he was too high up.
There's a beach right there. Good.
Nah, this guy, he's going to the cave.
You find the beach, and you find it, and then you walk yourself into the cave.
He's finally out on the beach, but it's nighttime now. So
Wait, why is he wearing king stuff anyway? Like,
that's a
he doesn't
good
even have a
question.
kingdom to stay at.
That's an interesting question. See, it's the little rose.
They're not social distance.
No. Nope. The little rose that keeps popping up, that is the iconic emblem of the Violator record. We all used to have that same t-shirt with the big rose on it. Now it's like there's in the frozen tundra of...
He's walked all that
This
way.
Joker man has had a long walk today.
Well, I think
I don't know what
it's
this
different
guy's
days.
It's definitely not getting any sun, but at least the robe makes more sense. Like he's doing some, cover up a little bit. Although I bet that crowd gets really cold. Like it just, as it just ices up.
Nice
Honestly,
and
that
sit down.
crown is making me hungry. I see that and I think, man, I want a Whopper or something.
Oh, it's the Burger King. He just can't find a restaurant.
Is that what he's looking for? That makes more sense. I'll just sit here and wait for my order.
Exactly.
There you go, man. One of the classic music videos ever. And I'm 100% sure I understand the message.
Me neither. But I think he's the Burger King, and he's just looking for the restaurant. And he can't find it. So.
I think you're right. And the song keeps saying words are very unnecessary, but I tend to think the song would not go as well without them. So that's the irony.
How would you communicate the lyrics without words?
What are these guys doing?
Man,
Is that your favorite song, Piper?
I like that. I like it. But I don't think
It is
it's
a
my
good
favorite.
song.
how would you compare Depeche Mode to, say, some of the other bands we listen to in our house, like The Cure or Marilyn Manson or Fozzy or you don't know, you like them all?
Marilyn Manson covers Depeche Mode too, so see, that shows you how cool these guys are.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they'd go around looking like they were just now, and anybody would think they were cool. But at that time, that's what your
theory.
dad used to dress like.
I have a theory.
Just FYI.
He is the Burger King, and he can't find the restaurant. And that's why we never get to see the actual Burger King, because he's never there.
That's your theory? That's a
You
theory.
just kind of blew my mind. I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. But the Burger King on the things I always see has the big beard and the mustache, so I'm guessing that's from after he's been walking a long time.
Yeah. And then he got old.
See? Now I'm going to have dreams about this whole music video and just and I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and have to grab a notebook and like jot down my theories on what was going on there. And just scenes, I'm gonna have nightmares of him just holding that picture of the rose. I'm like, look at my art! Look at my art! These leather jacket guys, like, no way. Just not into it.
No.
And also disappearing because of the coronavirus. So
That's right, and there's nothing new under the sun. The more things change, the more they stay the same. So
there you go.
that's cool. Well, we have enjoyed this time with Gary Horne from This is the NWA Podcast and Psychotronic Film Podcast. And we will certainly like to have him back in the future. Next time, maybe we'll look at some Les Mis or some Phantom of the Opera, and we'll do some critiques or some sing-alongs with that.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we can do that. I'm in all day. I'm here for Piper's notes. Piper is an inspiration to This is the NWA. So we look up to her, and so anytime.
All right, brother. Hey, well, we thank you for joining us. We know you're busy, my friend, and we will talk to you real soon.
All right. Thank you guys for letting me come on.
All right.